I totally stole this recipe from my boss, Rhonda. Although she uses a different jam, I love mine with fig. And these brie puffs are always a huge hit. They're my go-to when I entertain. Guys, so first to get started on our brie puffs, and let me just tell you, few ingredients, 3-4 ingredients, that's it. 4 ingredients being the garnish. So you want a firm brie. There's a lot of different bries out there, so you want one that's not too soft, and you can kind of tell by the texture when you're purchasing it. You want it to be or rather more on the firm side. That way when we're baking them, they don't ooze all over the place and they sort of stay intact. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just removing the rind, and we have about 1 pound of brie, and we're just gonna cut it into individual portions. We want about 24 little cubes. So now we have our puff pastry. You wanna thaw it ahead, so just follow the package instructions. Cut it along the natural breaking point so you'll see the line, and then we're going to cut it in half crosswise, or in my case lengthwise because I have it turned this way, and then each side in half again. So you want 12 squares. So they're not perfect squares, they're kind of rectangular-ish, but that's what you want. Perfect, just like that. And then for your rectangle, just sort of stretch it the other way so it's a perfect square, and then place it right into your mini muffin pan and just kind of set it down so that way it hits the bottom. So I'm going to do this all the way around for both sheets of our puff pastry. So we're going to fill 24 cups. This makes a lot of appetizers. So last puff pastry into our mini muffin pan, and then our brie that we chopped up into, I guess we can call them cubes. We just made them to equal portions, so we have 24 of them. We're going to place them right in the center. Our oven is heated to 400 degrees, and the first time I made this, which was years ago, gosh, I've been making it for so long, I made them for my girlfriend Jeanette and her husband Skip, and she's been making them ever since. She makes them every year for Thanksgiving, anytime she's entertaining, because they're so easy. And her husband, whom I call Picky Pants because he's so picky, he loves them, and that's saying something. So I'm going to get these all filled and then into the oven until the brie melts and that puff pastry puffs and it's perfectly golden for about 15, 16, 17 minutes. So we're all filled, ready to go. I also placed a sheet of foil on the lower rack. We're going to place this on the center rack just in case that brie bubbles over. That way it catches it. Look how beautifully puffed. I love it. These are a crowd pleaser. So the reason why I removed that rind is look how beautiful the brie looks now. There's something about that rind. It kind of burns sometimes. It's not really pleasant to taste. So that's why I like to remove it. And by choosing that firm brie, they hold up and they stand up beautifully. So now we're just gonna remove them to your serving platter. So if you love hosting parties or just having friends over for the weekend, these are a simple appetizer to make. And as you can see, so far, just 2 ingredients. We'll add the fig jam, 3 ingredients, and then just the chives on top, 4 ingredients. That's it. So first I'm just going to remove them, let them cool ever so slightly, and then we'll add the fig jam. So I love fig jam. Fig and brie are a great pairing. And I remember when I was a little kid, I loved Fig Newtons, and that is exactly what this jam tastes like. So you just want to add about a teaspoon on top. A little goes a long way. And then we're going to add a few chives right on top. It looks beautiful. It tastes awesome. Who doesn't love puff pastry? It's pastry wrapped in mounds of butter, individually layered and layered and layered. And that's how you get that puffing, because of the steam within the butter. It steams it and puffs it. All right, now our chives on top. Makes it pretty. I'm going in. It's buttery, it's creamy, it's flaky, and it's crisp. Fig, so delicious. These are my favorite. They do not disappoint. The next time you're entertaining, make these. Everyone will love them. For this recipe, go to the newspaper's website. And thanks for joining me today. From my kitchen to yours, happy cooking. See you next time.